Guys,
Two from deep in the second. Dishes it to Bain.
Man, I love 17, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Top of the key, Harris.
I got.
And it goes.
I
as
got
the
on
official
bed,
calls
guys.
the foul. Count it.
Yes.
He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Yes.
Man,
So I can
have they been
broadcast
effective at getting the ball inside.
So both teams changing. And through one half.
Thanks, Kevin. Moving the ball all over the place. Big assist numbers in the first half. How would you grade that ball movement from your team early on?
Man, I think it's been an A+ the way we've been able to find each other. And it's not just the passing, you know. Everyone's cut into the open space, and it basically makes setting guys up really easy. I like to think we can keep it going, but, you know, I guess we'll see.
We will indeed. Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate you.
All right.
Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
All right, gentlemen, hustle up. That was a great first half. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot stop us. Now stay focused, guys. Let's win this game and go home.
All right, Dan, let's get up. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Justice Young in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting.
Yo, I'm trying to jump for a hustle rebound.
Yeah, sound
I've been grinding for like,
patience
I don't
that
know, 4
led to
hours.
that efficient scoring effort.
Thunder, he's in at center. Mirotic out there with Anthony Morrow. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Young in at the 1. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Reggie Jackson
How's
went from
that
a
not a
backup in
rebound,
OKC
bro?
to signing a 5-year, $80 million contract in Detroit. And Stan Van Gundy said, we liked his ability, but what we liked even more was he's a guy we thought would not change once he got the money. This is a guy who's really driven to be as good as he can be. Kevin, he has definitely made some strides.
Thanks, D.A. He wanted that starting role, and he's earned it. Wade gets the bucket.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Now, I can tell you this from personal experience, and that's seeing your first shot of the half go in is always a confidence boost. Let's see if they can build on it, though.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Miritic's shot is off.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And that one's good. Drummond.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now, here is Mirotic. He has 7. And look at Prez there, just punishing the rim.
Oh, and you love the ferocity that Prez finished that play off with. No layups for the big fella.
Thunder passes to Young. Wade against Caldwell Pope. Mirotic has a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target. Mirotic has got 10 points in the game.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And Kevin, they need to keep feeding Drummond the ball. When he's scoring like this, he only needs a few baskets to catch fire.
Now here's Wade. 26 points for him. That one falls.
Come on, we're supposed to rebounder, bro. I've been grinding for
Feeling
this stuff.
No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Got a piece of it. Over in the corner. Lure. His three-pointers off the mark. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. There's the screen. Young passes to Thunder. Bulls moving the ball around. Wade, good.
Well, he's picking his spots. Understanding the game so well helps them fuel this lead.
Oh, that's green
Here's
light.
Thunder. Doesn't go that time. And the Pistons now going the other way. Caldwell Pope left side. Back to Smith. Drummond with a screen on Young. Smith dishes to Lure. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
This has been an amazing display, a true crowd-pleasing performance for them. I mean, and it's helped get this team the lead.
To the paint, shot to stop the
Yo,
run.
guys,
and it's
comment down
Drummond
below
with the jam.
if you ever got broken by an
efficient
AI
and productive
player.
game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Young, right side.
Shoot.
And it's Chicago scoring again.
Come on, never can get a rebound.
Sensational focus. Young not letting the D affect his jumper at all. What a gifted shooter.
Here's Thunder, defended by Drummond. It's stolen by Smith. Now Detroit moving it up, and foul called.
Oh, damn.
Better than that. Pick it up, boys. And a chance here to look at the numbers for Mirotic. Third in three-point shooting, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
For Detroit, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Oh, wow. And Harris is a guy that really offers a ton of versatility. He can play both forward spots and is an efficient scorer from just about anywhere.
And Morrow has it in the corner. Another three for Chicago.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
They're taking any look they can get from there and just making it rain from the perimeter right now.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. And the foul called on Thunder. That is his first foul of the game. That's his first foul. Detroit with the ball. The feed to Smith. He kicks it to Lure. It's tipped.
Great D there. Just quick hands on that one.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Marcus Morris is checked in for Lure. Marcus Morris. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Approaching a quadruple double, something we've been watching happen right before our very eyes here tonight, guys. And it's a feat that's only been accomplished a handful of times in NBA history, including by the great David Robinson back in 1994.
Yeah, and that night the Admiral became just the 4th player in NBA history with a quadruple-double to his name. I mean, it takes such dominance at both ends of the floor to be able to achieve that. And that game against the Pistons, Robinson did dominate in every way.
And Prez looking very calm as he drills that three-pointer.
And he has the confidence to take that shot when he wants. Nice finish to get his team 3 points.
For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Another steal.
Oh, jump ball.
Jump ball, jump ball, jump ball. You too.
Jump ball. Ball's knocked loose, and Chicago has possession. Morrow, and he uses the glass on the layup. Morrow's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Strong fundamentals right there. He didn't consider the height disadvantage too long. Instead, he just went right at him and sunk it in his grill, in the face.
Some changes for Chicago. And then for Detroit, Marjanovic comes in for Tobias Harris.
Love to. Not.
Why did you throw your headphone on the floor?
It's broken.
For the Xbox One?
Yep.
You broke it on purpose.
No, I didn't, baby. I don't know. I reached.
The headphone? You said you broke?
They weren't working, and then you just ripped it apart. Milo.
Yeah.
What time is it?
10,
10:53. 11:30, man.
I don't know. I got Bruiser on Hall of Fame. Let's go.
And it's Udrih in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Udrih out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to Felicio. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Zipser. Pass to Thunder. Just 5 to shoot. Young from outside, and the Bulls another 3.
He continues to get space and let his outside jumper fly. He's been spectacular in this game.
Over to the wing. Grant the pass to Thunder. Jackson against Grant. A baseline J. Another one falls for Chicago.
That's how you stay within the flow of the offense, just taking what the defense gives him.
Down low, here's Drummond, and he gets it to go.
That's the supreme strength of Drummond really coming into play there. He is one of the biggest guys in the league who just gets shots to go over some intense D.
Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Detroit. Stanley Johnson comes in for Morris. Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. Another steal.
Oh, jump ball.
You too. Jump ball.
Hold up, guys. Yo, whoever's in the stream, what's up? I'm just hold up.
Morrow, and he uses the glass on the way up. Morrow's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Strong fundamentals right there. He didn't consider the height disadvantage too long. Instead, he just went right at him, sunk it in his grill, in the face.
Some changes for Chicago. And for Detroit, Marjanovic comes in for Tobias Harris.
Go to. All right, guys, I'm back.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And the Pistons making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. Here's Grant. The teardrop falls in.
Takes what the defense allows. Has that soft floater in his back pocket.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. And it's Baines missing.
Oh, we've seen him posterize guys with that move many times. However, the defense proved to be very stifling there.
Grant, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Reggie Jackson. And some big names have called it a career in the last few years. We just saw Kobe retire this past season. Chris, when did you know that it was time for you to make that transition away from the game and officially retire?
I knew a couple of years before I actually admitted it. You know, I battled injuries basically my whole career, from dislocated shoulders to ankle injuries to, of course, everyone knows about the knees. And so for me, I was just trying to play every single moment I could and as many games as I could. So, you know, don't really know when I realized it, but it didn't matter, because whenever you realize it, you don't want to let it go.
Yeah.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season. And what a huge standout performance it was for Thunder.
Well, his versatility was the story tonight. The triple-double tells you everything you need to know about how much work he did and in how many different areas. His impact was felt overall 94 feet.
Now Grant. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead,
I did like 9 games, bro.
They were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Hey, another triple-double for you. How many more of these are we going to see from you this year?
Yo, man, honestly, however many games we got left on the schedule, that's your answer right there. Look, man, I might even get 2 triple-doubles in the game, all right? Because, actually, I don't even know if that's possible. But if it is, man, we're going to do it, all right? Because, yeah, and you know what? We'll call that a double, triple-double. Patent pending, y'all.
It's a sextuple-double.
Exactly.
Yeah, education.
Write it down, y'all.
Back to you, Kevin. Ooh.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time.
There's the Chief.
Hey, good game out there, man.
Appreciate you, man. How you living? You good?
Good, man.
All right.
That's awesome, dude.
I'm going to see you soon.
Yeah.
Squeeze! Orange juice! Team effort, man.
Hey, man.
That's what we're talking about. The whole thing together today. That's what we're talking about, man.
Love it when a plan gets together.
Orange juice. Team effort.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Thunder. Talk about filling up the stat sheet. Double figures in 4 different categories for the quadruple double. And most fulfilling of it all, it led him to a victory.
I know a thing or two about high field goal percentages, and his was insane tonight. Tells you about the quality of the looks he was getting. But even when the shot was contested, he still found...
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight.
I put beans on the rice, though. Elijah Benz, chill out, bro. Beautiful. Look at us go. As soon as you go up to it, which is really nice, will also be a more clearer ammo count and how much bullets is actually left in a clip. In the bottom right corner of the screen is actually the icon for the gun, and also a larger map which you can zoom in and out of and have a better look of, which I think always should have been in the game. Cosmetic items and all that stuff. So let's start with service stability. We're not able to stay.
Hello?
Stay back in service.
Yes, I'm back.
Hey, yo!
Yo, where the hell is it? Yo, where the hell is it?
The 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And it is Wizard basketball tonight as the Washington Wizards go up against the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls have been looking pretty confident. The game...
He can produce. He also helps create plays for others with passing and spacing, and he's so good I gave him a nickname.
Uh-oh, what is it?
The BBP.
What's BBP?
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone. Let's get a quick...
Okay, Kevin, thanks very much. He told me he...
All right, David, thanks. Doris, we have some kind of matchup in the backcourt tonight. Being a former point guard in the Big East, they know this is what you really love to watch.
You know what amazes me, Kevin, is when you're looking opposite a player at your position who is at the elite level, you're always looking, can I measure up? This is a guy everybody in the press is talking about. The analysts are raving about his skills. How do I measure up looking at the guy directly opposite? This is going to be a lot of fun.
How do you not get diverted by him knowing that you've got the entire game to manage?
Right, that's a great point. It can't be about one-on-one. I need to beat him. I need to, if he scores, I need to go score. Everything that you do in an individual matchup has got to be framed within the context of the team.
And now Washington's starting group. Porter and Morris, the duo at forward. The always dangerous Wall and Beal the backcourt. And it's Gortat in at the 5, roaming the paint. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Wade passes to Thunder. Out to Wade. The dish now to Mirotic. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Wade. Nails it from behind.
Yo, everything
Wade's
needs...
got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Bulls. Wall dishes to Morris. It's stolen. They push it up 4 on 3. Wade with it. He's picked up by Wall. The feed now to Mirotic. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
That's what you call working inside out. Drawing the defense in close, kicking it out for the open jump shot. Nice and easy.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Yo, I better get like 10 rebounds in this game.
And Wall. Here we go now. And a wide open look for Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
What a terrific looking shot by Porter. You can't leave him alone out there.
Mirotic, the pass to Thunder. And Young kicks to Mirotic. And right away, they
how? See, like, how is that impossible? I need hustle rebound, my boy. I don't need no assists.
They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Well, it's no doubt. It's so much easier to run.
See, like, they always get lucky.
Not trying to take away any of your options.
Wizards trail by 7.
Just miss. I want to get a rebound. Please.
And it's Beal in the corner. And again,
yo, no one's missing.
Now, this guy's deadly from the perimeter. Beal never hesitates.
Young dishes to Mirotic. Wade passes to Young. And Morrow has it in the corner. Pass to Mirotic. To the middle. Just 5 on the clock. Young from outside. That was enough space for Young to convert.
Bro!
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
Down low, here's Gortat,
Hell
and
no.
the layup's good off the glass.
Well, make no mistake, this guy a high percentage finisher inside. Gortat can finish with either power or finesse.
Back to Wade, to the inside. Beal with the steal. Porter against Wade. And Beal kicks to Wall. Feeds it to Morris. Got a hand on it. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Baseline jumper. That one misses.
Then he misses.
Great D that time from Beal. Outside, Wall. The rebound by Young.
He can be a dominant, intimidating threat, but the defense stood tall.
And Morrow has it in the corner.
Then he misses
And
again.
the Bulls with another miss.
Yo, I can't
So
get
for
in
the
pain
Wizards,
now.
their last game a loss to Indiana.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continue to try and knock them down.
You know, the opportunities were there to shift gears, pound the ball inside perhaps, but that
I'm
was
sleep.
going in, and they elected not to alter it.
Give me a rebound.
Outside, Beal. Dishes to Gortat. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. From deep. And there's
What the hell?
assist from Gortat. Beal's
Yo,
got a pair of
I'm
threes
never
now
getting
in
a
the first
rebound,
quarter
I
for the
swear.
Wizards.
Like, everybody's
One
gonna
of
pass
the
me.
things that Gortat does in the floor doors,
There,
but you feel
I'm
that he
right
doesn't
here.
sometimes get enough credit for his rebound.
Well, I think you'd probably concur with that, Kevin, because year after year, Gortat is near the top of the league in rebounding. This guy's one of the best at tipping the ball
yeah,
to
Snagger.
himself to secure the rebound. And not only does he
That's
get a
illegal.
lot, Kevin, but he does it in limited amounts of time. There are a lot of guys getting a lot more minutes at that position.
Young outside. To stop the drought.
Let's go. There we go. Come on, one more.
Mirotic with it.
Let's go.
Last game he had 10 points. And here's Morrow outside.
Oh.
Bangs home the trifecta.
I'm happy I got my rebounds.
Morrow's got his second basket of the night.
Get over here, guys. Hustle up. Let's talk. We've had our chances on offense, but we need to start capitalizing on it. All right, I want us taking advantage of this offensive mismatch and playing through our man.
Would you like to see the NBA shorten the length of any of the playoff series?
No, you know, Kevin, as you know, there was a time in the NBA where the early rounds were 5 games, so you only had to win 3. To be honest with you, I think the best measure of a series is who is the best of 7. I like the format. I know that we need to figure out maybe the starting date as moving that back a little bit earlier, but I like the playoff series as is.
If it is a 7-game series, it to me gives legitimacy. That's the team that should be moving on.
There's no question about it.
Yo, this
Wade
is
gets the
tough.
bucket. Now Wall. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And it wasn't only his scoring, the intensity on defense.
No
He nabbed
way,
3
bro.
steals that night. Went with the teardrop, and the timing had to be just right on the release, and it was.
Now the pass to Thunder. He dishes it to Morrow. And he gets
you gotta be kidding me.
And that one drops. Morrow's got his third basket of the night right there. Wizards trail by 6.
I don't want them to shoot, bro. I don't want them.
Gord's out with a screen on Young. Here's Wall.
Hell no.
Hands the tough leaner from the outside.
You could see the satisfaction John Wall takes in making those jumpers. He continues to improve in that area.
I see you.
Here's Wade. The shot misses.
Yo, my
and
team.
Washington the other way now. Victory eluded them last
There you
time
go.
in
He
Chicago
broke.
when they faced the Bulls.
Yo, you cannot make John Wall shoot.
Loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
You know, sometimes it's about gang rebounding, making sure everyone's in on the responsibility to board it. Let's see if it's more of a group effort tonight.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Pass to Bogdanovich. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Bulls leading by 5. Kicks it to Young. And it's Chicago scoring.
Yo, Young ain't never gonna miss.
The passing, they are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Gortat dishes the Wall. Wall draws the double. For the 3. But they recovers. Beal gets a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Beal's got 9.
That's something he can do all night, gentlemen. Beal is deadly spotting up.
Wade passes to Thunder. Morrow kicks to Mirotic.
There you go. Rebound. I'm actually doing pretty good.
He feeds it to Wade.
Come on.
To the middle. They
Pass
kick
it
out
in.
to Young. Again,
Damn.
Young missing. Wizards trail by 4. Wall dishes to Beal.
I got him.
Back to Wall. He's looking for Porter and finds him.
I'm gonna sauce him out. Ready for this?
Here's
Sauce
Thunder.
him. Sauce
He
him.
had 16 points in the win against Detroit.
And don't forget his unbelievable
Ooh, I broke his
steal
ankle.
in that game. I mean, almost to the point they didn't want to bring the ball up the floor. That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
And because of the ways he's distributed the ball, it's left no doubt as to who they're going to run their offense through every time down.
There's Beal with the 3. That one, no good. Chicago leading by 6. Out left to the wing. Morrow kicks to Wade. Thunder passes to Wade. They set the pick. Another one falls for Chicago.
You probably could have set that screen with a little more force. Got him just enough room to be able to finish.
Wall against Young. Wall dishes to Porter. Passes to Bogdanovich.
I'm tired of this,
and
bro.
Beal kicks to Porter. Nice ball movement by Washington. Clock at 4. From the arc. Wall, no luck. And Chicago shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one. 57% from the field. To the paint. Young in the corner. To the inside. Out to Wade. The pass to Thunder. The dish now to Morrow. From 12 feet out. That's good for Mirotic on the assist by Morrow. Mirotic has got his 3rd basket of the night. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Wall passes to Bogdanovich. Young with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Pass to Thunder. He kicks it to Wade. Here's Thunder. Back to Young. The feed to Mirotic. It's Young on the wing. Mirotic passes to Thunder. Wade from outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Wade's got 10.
And it's like raining.
If he makes that. Oh, he almost made that.
And an exciting end back.
Man, I wish I was a mascot. Be on that grind, though.
You think
I don't care about 2K18.
Chicago ends up going with the new group. Thunder in its center.
I have 2K18, but 2K18
is
trash.
Anthony Morrow, and it's Young, and it's Wade in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. They set the screen. Lock at 6, and that one.
But bro, this was like there's an arcade and all that. Like the graphics, so man, that's what I mean. Bro.
To get him that kind of a look.
Come on, you,
and like the game,
got to
man.
Fight harder to get through that screen and
like
stay
it's not like you know like this, like you know what I mean, like.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Pistons.
Like it's not a full world and like you explore, you know. I just like you know like running around courts, you know. It's like 6 courts in there, man. Like and 2K it's like 10 courts. I don't know.
I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best.
If I get hustle rebounder, I'm gonna.
If he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Well, the way that last one went, the plays he made, it wouldn't have mattered who was checking him.
Shots good from Young.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
In just about every phase, they have dominated. Lockdown defense, explosive offense. This has been special.
Watch this. I'm gonna be green light.
Launches a 3, and he trains the 3. Good-looking shot there from Thunder. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Oh, he's devastating from distance. Feathery touch, has the height to shoot over everyone.
Beal dishes the wall. Gortat to end the run. And that one goes long. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
I killed that hustle rebounder.
8 balls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
This is crazy. Every shot.
I'll be the best glass player if I get hustle rebounder.
I mean, these guys are so locked in. It's amazing. Just an incredible run.
And the shot is good.
Good timing on the pick and roll by Morris. Makes the right move on cue.
Wade passes to Thunder. Back to Wade. Young with no one around. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And they're not taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep adding to their lead.
Yeah, their focus, their toughness, energy, it's all been on the high end of the register, and they're being rewarded for it.
Right wing. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. The offensive rebound. Thunder passes to Mirotic, and it's in there. Mirotic has got 9.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the Wizards looking to play a more spread out system, spacing the floor with shooters.
As you know, though, Kevin, it's not just about shooting. To play that style, you need players who can shoot the 3 and attack closeouts off the bounce to create for themselves or teammates. That's where some of their players need to grow.
Young passes to Thunder. Back to Young from deep 3-point range, and there's the shot. Violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we'll examine here how the
I can just keep the ball in my hand until it's like 2 seconds, and then they'll shoot right away whenever I go to the paint.
Clicking on all cylinders, making things happen, and also good use of the 3-ball. Just enough to keep the defense off balance.
Washington has gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And that one's good by Gortat.
And despite the
I'm gonna keep on grinding.
They've gotten away from shooting the triple.
I have 18.
Mirotic passes to Thunder.
But, you know.
They set the pick. Mirotic hits the bucket. Mirotic has got 5 points now this quarter.
And he found a first.
Right here. I'll show you right now. See.
Big spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And Wall kicks to Porter. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Now for Markieff Morris, he feels he was found a home here in Washington. As soon as he was traded to the team, he felt welcomed and enjoys, Doris, the close-knit relationship the team has within its roster.
And you know what, Kevin, for Morris, that's a big deal to him. He is at his best when he's comfortable with the situation he's in. And if he feels welcomed, he'll focus on his play, and that is when he's at his best. And listen, he might become the way he will gush about this Wizards organization.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Teardrop shot.
No way, bro.
Now the Bulls with it.
Oh, I'm gonna try to break starter.
Run. Here's Morrow. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Well, there's no question about why they're up. His accuracy has been phenomenal tonight.
To the middle. Here's Gortat. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And Young kicks to Mirotic. Pass to Young. Mirotic, a screen on Wall. The 3 from Morrow. Another 3 for Chicago.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
I'm not sure.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half.
How much rebounds do I have? Like 9, 10, I don't know, 7, 5,
And a chance now to
6,
send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thanks very much. A double-double already at halftime. What's been the key to get you going?
I've just been trying to play true to myself, man. Too often I find
Good work, guys. Nicely done. Where do you guys want to go after the game? Burgers or tacos? I kind of want to go tacos. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot stop us.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. Here's Wall.
Oh, I have 12 rebounds.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade.
Give me that
stuff for the second half. So the Wizards 5 right now. Wall and Beal, the incredible backcourt tandem. Porter and Morris, the duo at forward. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Listen, this guy's got the green light at any time, but Beal with the nice look to set up the open shot.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And you know he's not going to back down anytime soon. It doesn't matter if they're trailing or holding a lead like they are right now. He's going to keep pouring it on.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them
Yo,
to
this is
build.
messed up. How are they shooting like that?
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Feeds it to Gortat. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And 12 points for Marcin Gortat.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Young in the corner. Lock at 6. Baseline J on the way. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Beal dishes to Wall. Porter with the screen for Wall. From downtown, Chicago grabs the miss. Thunder's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Out to Wade. Again, Chicago.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Wall draws the double. There's Porter with the 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. Bulls have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. And the basket by Morrow.
This is a nice third quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And this is definitely the time to do it. I mean, they've got that swagger going right now, knocking down shots, communicating, looking very tough.
It's checked in for Morris. The Wizards have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. Well, you just have to love the motor of Gortat. Always is moving to open space for us, keeping the defense on their toes. And when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be crashing.
Well, I think, Kevin, you would agree that very few other big men move as much as Gortat. He's got great timing on when to dive in for a rebound, and his movement creates so much chaos for opponents. And I think it also opens up opportunities for the guys around him.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
This guy will mix it up on the interior. Gortat will get some freebies.
He's 0-1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Portis, he's checked in for Mirotic. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know Jimmy Butler made a big bet on himself back in 2014. He turned down the Bulls' 4-year, $44 million contract extension offer, and it paid off. After a breakthrough season, he signed a new contract, a max deal for 5 years and $95 million. He said of his decision, "I was nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. Everything I put myself through."
For Washington, Gortat's checked in for Smith. Morris comes in for Oubre, and it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Bogdanovic. Lopez passes to Mirotic. No good on the triple.
You know, the defense will not make that mistake again, because next time he's going to knock that thing down.
Porter kicks to Wall. A three from Morris, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Wade dishes to Young. He gets that one. Young's got 19 points.
Yeah, sensational focus. Young not letting the D affect his jumper at all. What a gifted shooter.
And Morris throws it down.
You know, the accuracy on that assist was perfect. He hit him in the dead run, exactly where it needed to be.
Young passes to Lopez. Count that one.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one. Washington's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris kicks to Beal.
How am I cold?
With a screen on Mirotic. Beal can't get it to go. And Chicago shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great. They're 63% from the floor in this game. There's the screen. Here's Lopez. Misses from close range.
He needs to complete that opportunity. Really shocking he botched that one.
And as we... And thanks again for joining us. So it's both teams making substitutions here. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Thunder, he's in at center. Payne out there with Young. And it's Felicio in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Beal kicks to Wall. They grab their own miss. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, Gortat only averages about 2 free throws a game for his career. And for a guy who plays as physically as he does, that's pretty surprising.
Well, Doris, the NBA is consistently evolving, changing all the time. What are the biggest changes you've seen in the league over the years?
Well, this should be an interesting conversation, because if you think about Michael Jordan's era and how little impact the three-point shot had on the game, to the point where 2 years ago, Greg Popovich says, Kevin, and you've been calling the NBA a lot longer than I have, you can't win without the three-point ball. It's simply impossible. Would you say that that's been the single most significant change?
Probably brought more in focus with what Curry and Thompson have done. I love the ball movement.
It's a lot of fun.
The game is so much more pleasing to the eye now than, say, in the 90s.
Okay, and let me ask you this. So we talk about the three-point shot. The other thing with Golden State, and you mentioned Steph and Clay, this small ball, is that a sort of a revolutionary thing that perhaps is not going to go back?
Well, the athletic ability, the length of their arm span, the ability to jump, they can almost equal what a big man would do, even in a smaller frame, a different kind of form, and maybe they've been able to adjust that way. I mean, what do you think? It's
as you know, and you know this better than I do, it's a sort of a reactionary league. And so you saw a team like Washington go away from a double low post that got them to the Eastern Conference Finals, try to play small, and they take a step back.
Yes, good point. Payne kicks to Felicio. Bulls moving the ball around. Young. Thunder passes to Young. Here's Thunder, and it's in there.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Washington making some changes. Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. Oubre comes in for Bogdanovic. And Trey Burke subbed in for John Wall. Morris a screen. Dishes it to Mahinmi. Puts it up from 12. Felicio with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. And it's good for 2. Wizards have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth. Exactly 50%. Got a piece of it. Morris kicks to Burke. Here's Mahinmi. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
And we've seen the role of instant replay grow in the NBA. And Doris, I mean, it's a great use. We've seen just a massive improvement, I think, in the accuracy of calls. Just how big an impact has this had, in your opinion, in end-of-game situations?
Well, I think the most important part of this is when you put replay into effect, it has got to be done in an efficient manner. And one thing we have seen with the central role that Secaucus, the NBA's replay center, has had is there's direct communication between the officials on the court and the personnel in the replay center. And because of that, it's a system that was solid in its debut, will get better and more refined, and I think it's been perfect because at the end of the day, the players and the coaches and every part of their organization wants the call to be made correctly, and I think by and large you've seen that.
No good on the second free throw. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Young passes to Thunder. Here's Felicio. Back to Young. Expanding his range. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Felicio kicks to Payne. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
Yeah, he has not missed the mark very often. Absolutely locked on target.
Jason Smith, he's checked in for Morris. Kicks it to Smith. Oubre, no one around him. The Wizards with another miss.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And I think a
24 rebounds.
Positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Thunder.
I really thought his playmaking fueled the energy for them tonight. His teammates were confident that they'd get the ball when they were ready. And a really nice job making these guys comfortable.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
That's what you want to do. You want to take care of business at home and reward your proud fans. I mean, they did a special job tonight. That is high percentage offense. Get the ball into the paint, pound them inside.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 5 to shoot. Passes to Felicio. Young for 3. Again, Young missing. Poked away. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Defense a big part of your win tonight. Was that an emphasis for you, or how much of an emphasis was it for you?
Well, you know, man, Coach is always pushing us to not let up on D. And you never want to be the guy letting your teammates down by, not putting out maximum effort. So for me, it's pretty much always going to be an emphasis. And tonight, I guess you saw the results.
No doubt, no doubt. Thanks for your time. Appreciate you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, yeah.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
That was a hard-fought game, but all I'm thinking about is practice, working out a couple kinks, and then our next game. It's around the corner.
There he is, Mr. Commander-in-Chief. How you doing, Prez?
How you living, man? All right.
Seeing
You too. Orange Juice was in the building tonight, man.
You seen that today? Dynamic duo.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Thunder.
In terms of individual rebounding, he had a game that will be remembered for a long.
That's going to do it for...
I'll be grounded 1 hour straight.
There he is. Ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it, man. Car's waiting.
Where'd I just go? Where'd I just go? Where the hell did I
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Charlotte Hornets in this one as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. Last outing for Chicago, they ended up with a win against the Wizards. That game was a real shootout. They'd like to keep their scoring up, but get a few more stops, too. Well, the Hornets seem to have found their man in Steve Clifford. Some very good results from his time as coach in Charlotte.
Da ist auch einiges Neues an Symbole dazugekommen von Battle Royale. Ich fange einfach mal an, hier durchzublättern. Habe ich vorhin erst gesehen, dass da einiges Neues dazugekommen ist und ich konnte mich ehrlich gesagt ganz schwer entscheiden, habe mich aber dann doch das Eis entschieden, weil Eis ist einfach geil, das macht jeder. Und genau, hier haben wir noch die ganzen Standardsymbole, da habe ich auch einige neue dazugekommen. Das Lama hat mir auch sehr gut gefallen, aber ich habe mich dann, wie gesagt, auch fürs Eis entschieden. Und ursprünglich hatte ich immer die Hacke drin, aber ja, man kann das ja auch wechseln.
Game time, Prez. Let's get out there. Coming, man. Hoping for a big game tonight. From me or you? From both of us, man. Let's go show them what this team.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Well, it was the Chicago Bulls winning their last game against the Wizards. And what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
And a couple guys got hot early, and then it became...
And as things get ready to... They want grit and toughness, David. Thank you. And as you hit the midway point of the season, Steve, you
I just want 2K generic stuff.
Is there still room for teams to shake things up and make a move?
You know, sometimes, Kevin, I feel bad for the teams when you're just out of it at the midway point. Then there's some teams, you know, they're looking to make a big trade that can boost them and catapult them 2 or 3 seeds higher. So it's depending on where your team is. I just don't want to be on that team where by February you're out of the playoffs.
It's a death march, isn't
it?
Yes. We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Chicago right now, Thunder, he's in at center. Young is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Morrow in at the 3, the small forward. And here's Young from the arc. Now here is Mirotic. He's coming off a 16-point game against Washington.
And just superb work there by Young. So unselfish with the basketball. Really likes getting the ball to his teammate.
Walker in the corner. Takes a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
And Mirotic kicks to Wade. Mirotic the screen. Wade dishes to Mirotic. It's Young on the wing. That was enough space.
Yo, I'm a good rebounder. If I need to hustle rebounder, I'll be good.
Give him the chance.
Young against Walker. Second shot opportunity. Kaminsky misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Screen by Young. And Mirotic kicks to Morrow. And it's Wade in the corner. Shot clock at 6. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Shots good from Young.
Don't press
their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Poked away. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. For the 3. And there's Mirotic on the
damn, big dude shooting that.
Mirotic has got 5.
The perimeter shooting of Mirotic, a huge staple of his game that he utilizes so well when he's in rhythm.
It's Young on the wing. Another 3 for Chicago.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
To the paint, here's Zeller. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He saw his teammate had good position inside and hit him with a flawless pass.
Young against Walker. Wade outside. 6 to shoot. From deep 3-point range, the Bulls keep it
Oh, hell no.
Here's Young.
That's my job.
Explosive finish there from Young.
And he might not do it.
Imagine one more rebound and I get hustle rebounder. That'd be crazy. Just one more rebound. And then I'll get hustle rebounder, and that's it.
I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
Since 2008, ended up 9th in the East, 1 spot out of the playoffs.
And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Hornets.
And they love to spread the floor with shooting. A lot of 3-point attempts, and that's been the league-wide direction, and this group has been no exception.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Young against Walker. He dishes it to Kaminsky. He kicks to Zeller. Here's Lamb. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. And Wade slams it in.
Already seizing control of this game.
And doing it in all areas. They came out of the locker room knowing exactly what they needed to do.
And the one thing for the Hornets, I mean, they had horrible luck last season.
He cold. There's no way he's
never
making a
really
second
able
one.
to put that starting five out there for any consistent stretch of the season. I mean, huge injuries to Big Al and MKG were the most notable, and that really dampens your ability to develop chemistry.
Morrow, the pass to Young. And Batum kicks to Kaminsky. Can't cash in from close range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And for the Hornets,
this guy, is this guy good at
they were able to fight
free
through some of
throws?
that, but surely
I think he sucks.
Yeah, Kevin, it's just hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key components. Luckily, though, I think it gave the Hornets a chance to give minutes to younger guys and get them some confidence.
And we knew that Mirotic could shoot, but he showed a lot more consistency, Steve, last season from deep. Saw his big jump in that 3-point percentage column.
Mirotic can definitely shoot the basketball, and we know that he's going to be a threat for his team. Shooting it deeper and deeper. But the good thing for him is this percentage is starting to go up. I think for him is to limit some of the off-balance shots and some of those shots that's so deep that you just can't shoot a high percentage.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Wade kicks to Young. And it's going to be a 3-second.
Oh my God! Move!
To the break in the action. Let's see which teams have come away with the most steals in the NBA this season. Number 1, the Bulls.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton.
Oh my God, George. I'm picking up, bro.
The Bulls leading by 11. Feeds it to Mirotic.
I swear, does he actually? Why is he taking layups?
Chill. Got his second basketball.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Outside, Walker. Now the feed to Zeller. And it goes down.
I only have 3 rebounds. That's sad.
On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Young with the ball. 11 points in the game.
Please miss that.
Mirotic
Oh my God.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Hornets trail by 13. Here's Walker. His last outing, he had 24 points. Now Lamb. To the middle. Kaminsky dishes to Zeller. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt.
Bring it in. Take a seat. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Remember, you're my Pippen and you're my Jordan. Finish this game like they will.
Pick for the best defensive coaches in the NBA right now.
Greg Popovich does a nice job. Rick Carlisle comes to mind. These guys just does a nice job of being able to change their defensive philosophy throughout the course of the game. Doc Rivers also come to mind, being able to play with what he has, and he can change up on the fly.
Oh damn, I see
Sinks the triple.
And good passing. Setting up a
Grace
lot of
talking
these
about?
buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
There's the pick. And Walker kicks to Bellinelli. The shot's
oh my
good
God, I wish it wasn't so wet.
Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Bulls leading by 13. Out left to the wing. Lets the 3 fly.
And then he misses, bro. Like, that's
Hornets
messed
have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Bellinelli gets the bucket. Bellinelli's got 5 points so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Thunder, and it's Chicago scoring again. What you like about the OJ tandem is that they both seem to feed off each other when they get it going. They become unstoppable.
It's like when one makes a shot, the other's eyes light up, and they say, oh, it's go time. Makes for the snowball effect in terms of scoring between the two.
Okay, bro. There ain't no way.
This skill set really spaces out the floor, given how lights out he is from outside.
There's the pick. Here's Wade. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. He's got 6.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And the dunk by Zeller.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
Portis, the pass to Young. Inside, Thunder. Young hooking up Prez on that score.
Oh, yeah,
Orange by Orange Juice.
And those two have such great timing together. They make the game look simple.
And Walker kicks to Zeller to the wing right side. Walker against Young. Shoots from 12. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Thunder's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Young left side. Now the dish to Wade. To the middle. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Trying his luck deep, and he's good on the 3 ball. Wade's got 9.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
I love when a team comes out and establishes a 3-point shot. Opens up the drive for later on.
And Prez getting the ball over to Justice Young for that triple.
And you could tell Prez was going to get that ball to Young outside when he caught it.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Sessions checked in for the Hornets. The Hornets also changing it up. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Cody Zeller. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Walker subbed in for Sessions. So the Bulls 5 right now. Thunder.
Oh my God. I thought I earned the bad.
And it's Young. And it's Wade in at the 2.
Since that thing popped up for a minute.
Hornets trail by 10. Ball's knocked loose. And here's Walker outside.
Yo, hustle rebound is so easy to get. Just get rebound.
Basket of the night.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Wizards was a big factor. He had 9 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also finished with a season high in rebounds. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production.
I'll run down all the way, don't.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
The great ones do it night in and night out. So far, he's doing it in this stretch run.
Batum dishes to Kaminsky, and there's the 3-second violation.
Looking now at some numbers for Thunder. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. He's putting up 13 points a game, 15 rebounds, and over 3.5 steals. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Come on, referee. Pass the ball.
Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
And no one expected them to win that game per se, but no excuse for the way that one ended up.
They just simply blew it. Hopefully that won't occur ever again now that they have that bad taste in their mouth. There it is, his first make from beyond the arc in the second quarter, his 3rd of the game.
It didn't take long for Coach Hoiberg to have his first taste of what it's like to be an NBA coach. Jimmy Butler famously said he wanted Hoiberg to coach the Bulls a lot harder during their struggles.
Well, they were used to being coached hard. I think for Hoiberg, he has to be himself. A coach has to have the players buy into their system. And you know what? Winning helps and losing doesn't.
Back to Wade. Pass to Mirotic. Young in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Hornets trail by 15. And Batum kicks to Walker. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Tell you what, the defense got lucky there because you know he can hit it from mid-range.
That one good for 2.
The long arms of Mirotic. When he's got a good chance to shoot down inside, he's always going to take it.
And here is Lamb. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers.
And at a time they really need him to shoot well. The exact opposite is what's happening.
The pass to Thunder. Wade outside. Thunder passes to Morrow. He feeds it to Mirotic. 5 to shoot. Here's Young. Wade from outside. Offensive rebound.
Let's go! That's a rebounder!
And it's going to be a 3-second call. And a chance here to see our rookie watch. The biggest point-producing freshman over the last 10 games.
Oh my God, let's go. That's a rebounder.
And of course, Thunder doing just as much.
I don't die for this.
To see 2 young fellows start to figure.
Hey, way to put the squeeze on them, guys. Bring it in, let's talk.
1 day and 1 hour. Yo, I'm such a grinder.
I like what I see out there, fellas.
And I have a rebounder, brick wall bruiser.
Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. If my mom comes in my room and says I have to go to bed, I'll be mad.
I think for me, Kevin, I work out a lot, but it was
so
specifically
warning,
on basketball.
I might
probably
scream.
trained a little bit more on my body than just playing the basketball a lot.
Was Jordan one of the first to do that, to really work on his body more with weights and hire the personal trainer and so on?
Yeah, I think so. I think for me is I got back into the gym, obviously going back to either college or high school gyms, putting in the time, but specifically maybe swimming more, maybe doing a little bit more yoga, working on your body, more of a meditation, doing other things.
Yo, hustle rebound. Wait, I want to see the rebound.
Yes.
Assist.
to the line.
Gosh.
And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. Portis, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow.
You talk about the Bulls team last season, a little bit of dysfunction. The Bulls decided to break up the backcourt of Rose and Butler. That was a surprising move to me.
Wade gets the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Lamb.
Guys, I can't believe I got hustle rebounder.
And Lamb
I'm so happy.
Will it go? No good on that one. And it's Chicago the other way. And thinking back to the Bulls trade, it's never easy to move an all-star guard. But, you know, it probably had to be done.
Yes, it is. I mean, when you have an all-star, when you start talking about change, you want to get and bring in value. I think the Chicago Bulls, they had to do this. It's just going to take some time for this to settle in. That pass was a work of art right there.
The Bulls leading by 23. Wade outside, passes it to Portis. Down low. Here's Thunder. Another one falls for Chicago.
He is just getting hotter as the game goes along, building on a strong start. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second quarter.
It's deflected. And they're moving it up. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
To the inside. Here's Zeller. Misses the layup.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Wade. Again, Chicago.
Dwayne Wade has always been dangerous in the pick and roll, and like a fine wine, he's only getting better.
Outside, Walker. Picked by Zeller. Zeller, a screen on Young. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. Here's Lamb. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Young in the corner. Nice finish on the sequence there. Prez getting the ball to Young.
And the two working in concert. Great play all around from Orange Juice.
1:07 left in the first half. And the basket by Kaminsky.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
On the defensive end, you have to fight through screen. That is a commitment.
And Young kicks to Portis. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Thunder. And a hard slam there from Prez to finish off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the league.
And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from outside. And that's 20 points for Nikola Mirotic.
Taking good shots overall, hitting a high percentage of them. That's what has this team rolling.
All you have to do is point to their...
And through the first half.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, points and assists in the first half for you. What adjustments do you expect them to...
Bring it in, guys. Hey, great work in the first half. Listen up.
The scene at night here in Uptown Charlotte, where we welcome you back to the action. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Justice Young in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love it when the decision making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Just fundamentally sound basketball. That's what you want out of your offense of each and every game.
Down low, it's Kaminsky and Zeller. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. And Lamb drops them both. And nowadays we see a lot less players who stay on one team for their entire career.
Oh, no, he didn't. Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? My goodness. That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And Chicago shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Near the three-point line, it's Wade. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And Lamb kicks to Kaminsky. Pick by Zeller. Young against Walker. Tipped away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, you know, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And guys, that's one of those records that always seemed to me impossible to break. I mean, in the modern era, nobody's even sniffed that 55 rebound mark. I mean, heck, a lot of teams don't get 55 rebounds in a game, and Wilt's owned it since 1960.
Pick by Zeller. Inside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
When he's that close inside and the defender is giving up that much height, it's over.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. One thing that the Hornets do very well, as we all know, is hit the glass. Top to bottom, this team knows how to close out possessions, Greg, and clean up misses on the defensive end.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at the roster for the Hornets, everyone is helping on the glass. What is odd that they don't have one guy who averaged huge rebound numbers. It's a true team effort. They are one of the elite teams in limiting offensive rebounds.
The Bulls have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
I don't think that's what they wanted to run, but hey, it worked out well in the end.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte ball. Well, some very valuable players right here. Big men who can create turnovers for their teammates inside. These are the power forwards and centers with the most assists in the past month. Look at Thunder, 3rd in assists and a great leader.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
Whether starting to break with a fantastic pass or kicking it out to a wide open teammate, these fellas have a knack for passing the basketball.
Young passes to Thunder. Wade right side. Lets it go from 14. No good from Thunder. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Lamb kicks to Walker. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Nice slam there from Prez, who got to the rim on the pass from Young.
That's how you get juiced. Nice pass from Young to set up his pal, Prez.
And Lamb kicks to Kaminsky. It's rebounded by Thunder. Thunder's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Knocks it loose. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Here's Zeller, and it's blocked by Mirotic. Thunder. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Walker. He's putting up about 21 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
Well, they're still behind in this game, but not because of his shooting. He's been lights out.
Off the pick, and it's Young finishing it off. What a show we've seen from Orange Juice. Both of them lighting it up.
And it's incredible to watch just how in sync they are with one another. That they know exactly what they want to do and have been getting it done all game long.
Here's Lamb. Got a piece of it.
Guys, I'm actually doing pretty good.
Wade dishes to Young. And Morrow has it in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Mirotic gets the bucket.
And the number of ways in which Mirotic scores, inside, outside, in between, on the drive, you name it.
Here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, fellas, that was...
Wait, how did I get 2 rebounds?
Monster spot. Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Young. And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Frank Kaminsky. And Chicago also making a switch. Alicios checked in. Hornets have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And Young comes over to help. Kidd-Gilchrist the pass to Batum from deep. But he stays with it. And Lamb kicks to Walker. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Thunder.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Young outside. Tries a 3. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
A sensational focus. Young not letting the D affect his jumper at all. What a gifted shooter. Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Fires the 3. Another.
Yo, this is Young's jump shot way.
Offensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
It's Kidd-Gilchrist on the wing. And Young comes over to help. Back to Walker. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. And it's Wade with the jam.
Wade making the defenders look like they're underwater when he drives it.
Walker dishes to Zeller. Zeller setting the pick for Batum. Shot's good by Walker.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
You know, that job of getting through screen is not pretty, but somebody has to do it.
Young against Walker. 5 on the clock. Tries from 16. That one's not going to go.
And that's the shot he has to take.
You just can't pass up wide open looks. You must shoot it.
Kidd-Gilchrist the pass to Walker. Now, here is Young. He's got 29 points.
And 1.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
What's up?
Here's Young. Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. So for Chicago right now, Thunder, he's in at center. Young is out there with Grant. And it's Zipser in at the 3.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
I mean, the game is in hand, but they're still running their offense, and they're just plain and simple, still making shots.
"16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. They get it back. Wood kicks to Roberts. Dishes it to Bellinelli. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy.
We did it, guys.
Performance at both ends.
Good night, guys. I'm leaving now.